Like, okay, nothing to do now. This is the next thing to do. No, not why I'm here. After a while, he just stopped, and when he stopped, I was like, it's been 4 days, it's been 5 days. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Blessing and I film about motherhood, relationships, lifestyle and everything in between. In this video, I'll be telling you about some of the causes of thumb sucking and how to stop them. My baby started sucking his thumb around 4-5 months of age and I was so worried. I was really worried about it. Reason being that I heard from people that if he keeps sucking his thumb, he has the likelihood of falling sick easily, because whenever he picks dirt or germs with his fingers and put it in his mouth, it will make him fall sick. I tried all my possible best to stop him from sucking his thumb. There was nothing I didn't do. I went on the internet, I was getting information regarding it, and finally he stopped sucking his thumb. Now I'm here to share with you some of the things that I did and some of the information that I have based on the research I've done so far on how to stop your baby from sucking his thumb or her thumb. So I know you're watching this video because you're experiencing a similar situation like I did. Your baby is currently sucking and you're looking for ways to stop it. That is why I'm making this video. If you're in that situation, please watch this video to the end because there's a bonus tip at the end that will be very helpful to you. If you've not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel. Share this video with any mother that is struggling with this same situation, or anybody you know that the video will be very helpful to. Like the video if you're enjoying it, and yeah, let's get started. So first things first, I need you to understand that all babies are born to suck. They are born with the sucking reflex. That is why whenever a baby is born, he knows how to suck. He knows how to breastfeed. Like when breastfeeding the baby, he knows how to, suck the breast. So every child is born with that. Every child is born with a rooting reflex and a sucking reflex. The rooting reflex is what enables the baby to latch. That is, to be able to latch onto nipple, to latch onto a bottle, depending on what you're putting in the baby's mouth, to be able to feed the baby. So they are born with that reflex. It's called a rooting reflex. Then the sucking reflex, like the name implies, is what enables them to suck, either to suck on a bottle, to suck their finger, or to suck a nipple. They are born with that, and it is normal. It is okay for them to suck. So move on to the reason why babies suck. There are a few reasons I know that enables baby to suck or makes them suck. One of them is when they are hungry. Yes, when the baby is hungry, of course the baby does not know how to communicate that to you, so he tends to put his finger in his mouth, either the thumb, the index finger and the middle finger. He just puts his hand in his mouth to be able to relieve that hunger. So that's one of the reasons why children suck or babies suck. Another reason why babies suck is so as to release happy hormones. Some of them, whenever they are happy, they just tend to put their hands in their mouth. Like my baby would put literally 8 of his fingers in his mouth. I'm like, what is going on? And then at some point he focused on the thumb. So babies begin to suck at around 3 months of age, and they can stop when they get to about 7 months of age. But some children also suck till they are about 3-4 years of age, which is not advisable, because when your baby sucks till 4 years of age, it starts to deform their dentition, their mouth. You see the front teeth start shifting forward, and then the lower teeth too start moving forward, and there will be this hole. So it will change the shape of their teeth, their dentition basically. So it's very advisable to stop them when they start sucking. If you can stop them earlier, the better. But if you cannot, as soon as they get to maximum 3 years old, the children should stop sucking, so as not to affect their dentition on the way their mouths or their teeth are formed. So I know that some parents like to hand their babies pacifiers to avoid them sucking their fingers. It's also good, but there are some babies that do not like to take pacifiers. Like my baby did not take pacifier at all, so he resolved to sucking his thumb. Another reason why children suck is because it makes them fall asleep. So babies are used to sucking the breast to fall asleep, so they are used to either breastfeeding or sucking the bottle to sleep. So they just feel like they need to always put something in their mouth to fall asleep, so they tend to suck on their fingers. That's another reason why children suck. Babies also suck as a result of boredom. Like when they are just bored, they have nothing to do, they are full, they just tend to suck. Another reason why babies can suck is as a result of teething. Yes, when they are teething, they tend to put their hands in their mouth because they feel this discomfort around their gums, so they tend to put their fingers in their mouth just to relieve the discomfort they feel in the mouth. Another reason why kids or why babies suck their thumb is as a result of discomfort. So when their diapers are full, or the diapers is too tight, or their clothes are too tight or something, can make them to start sucking their thumb. Also, when they've not seen their parents for a long time, or they are anxious with people they are not really comfortable with, they can just start putting their hands in their mouth. And then children also suck because of curiosity, or they just want to explore. So the hands are the first moving things that the babies explore in their body, so they just try to explore and then they put the hands in their mouth. So moving on to some of the ways to stop this habit. So before we move on to how to stop this habit, there's something we need to take note of. You need to take time to monitor your baby. Monitor the duration, the intensity, the frequency, and the time of sucking. So first of all, the duration. How long does your baby suck for? Does it suck for 3 hours in a day, 20 hours out of 24 hours? How long does your baby suck for? Number two, the intensity. Is it really like sucking it like somebody that's not eating as a result of hunger, or is it just sucking it out of boredom, or because he has nothing else to do? So you need to watch the intensity, the duration, the frequency. How often does your baby suck? Does it suck only when he wants to sleep, or does it suck at all times, or does it suck, just monitor the frequency, the intensity, the duration, and then the time. When does your baby suck? Is it when he's in the car, you're going for a ride and he's bored, he has nothing to do in the car, or when he's about to fall asleep at night, maybe 10 minutes before he falls asleep at night? Just monitor the time he sucks. So these 4 important points: the intensity, the duration, the time, and the frequency of sucking is very important. So moving on to how to stop thumb sucking. I'll first of all start with the ways I stopped my baby from sucking his thumb. I noticed he was always sucking his thumb as a result of hunger sometimes. So whenever he's hungry, he tends to suck. So when I see him put his hand in his mouth, I immediately start breastfeeding him, regardless of where we are. Like, I did not even care whether we're in public or in private place. If we're in public, I always have bottles with me, so I would always give him a bottle of breast milk, or for at home I just go ahead and start breastfeeding him. So I know that is one of the ways I stopped him from sucking, because before he gets bored and remember that, oh, he has his thumb, there's already a nipple or a bottle in his mouth. Another way to stop thumb sucking is always to check for discomfort. So if your baby is sucking as a result of discomfort, you need to check the diapers. Check if the diapers are full, check if it's too tight, check if something is wrong with the baby. So it could be as a result of discomfort, so just check to fix that and see if the baby will still suck. Another way to stop a baby from sucking is if he's teething and he's very, very uncomfortable, you can give him a teething toy. I know I bought a teething toy for my baby, so instead of him to put his finger in his mouth, he puts the teething toy, and he likes the teething toy when it's cold. So sometimes I put it in the fridge to make it really cold. Of course, I sterilize it to make sure it's clean, because I know it goes into the baby's mouth. Whenever he wants to put his finger in his mouth and I know he's well fed, I always give him a teething toy so that he can play with it and soothe himself or relieve the pains. Another thing you can do is by handing your baby a pacifier. My baby didn't say pacifier, but I learned pacifiers can also be used to stop thumb sucking. Instead of them sucking on their thumb, they tend to suck on the pacifier. Children tends to rely on the pacifier a lot if you don't stop it. Another thing I did to stop my baby from sucking his thumb was to distract him. Yes, I had to. You cannot be smarter than me. I'm your mother, I gave birth to you, so I distracted him a lot. Whenever I see that he's full, he's well fed, or he has a teething toy and he just wants to still put his thumb in his mouth, what I did was to distract him with other toys. So I would play with him, I would talk to him, I'll dangle toys in front of him just to keep him engaged, keep him distracted, and make him forget that he is about to put his hand in his mouth. This is because some of the reasons why he even puts his hand in his mouth is because he's just bored on his own. So he'll be like, okay, nothing to do now, this is the next thing to do. No, why I'm here. I will sing to him, I'll dance with him, I'll play with him, you know, just to distract him and make sure he doesn't put his hand in his mouth. Also, there's something I did that I should have mentioned. There's something that I did. I always wore him mittens and long sleeve clothes to cover his hands. At first it worked, but after a while he started to, you know, he would remove the mittens and just throw them away and then have access to the thumb. So I forgot about the mittens, but mittens actually worked when he started sucking initially. So I would always wear him hand mittens to cover his thumbs. And then if this does not work, there's a product that I know can stop your baby from sucking his finger. So you just get it, rub it on your baby's finger, and then this is for extreme cases. Maybe they are already 3 years old and they do not stop sucking the thumb or sucking their fingers. What you need to do is to get the product. I'll leave it somewhere on the screen. You can get it on Amazon. It's very bitter, very extremely bitter. This one is not even like bitter leaf. I know some Nigerian parents will either put bitter leaf or, you know, something bitter. Some children will still suck the bitter leaf, but this product is very bitter. Once they taste it, they would never think of sucking their thumb again. This is for children that are above, you know, 3 years old and still wants to insist on thumb suck. So there's another product called Dr. Thumb. I'll insert a picture if I see it. So it's like a plastic, like a glove, a plastic glove that covers the thumb, and they just wear it. It's very difficult to take off, so the children cannot take it off and have access to the thumb again. It's just to make sure they don't put the thumb in their mouth anymore. And then another way to stop them from sucking their thumb is to insert something in your mouth. This is like a last resort basically. It's more like a hand in the mouth. I'll put a picture if I see it, and they put it in the mouth, and whenever they try to put their fingers in their mouth, it's more like a restriction to putting the finger in the mouth, and by so doing it will stop them from, you know, sucking their tongue. But like I said, this is for extreme cases. These are like rare cases, but I want you to understand as a parent not to stress about it. Please, I want you to understand this. Do not stress about it. It takes a while, but it will eventually stop. Some children stop on their own, because I know my baby stopped at some point. He just basically stopped. I watched it and monitored it. I monitored the frequency, the intensity, the duration, the time. I monitored it, and after a while he just stopped. And when he stopped, I was like, it's been 4 days, it's been 5 days, it's been a week. I've not seen him put his hand in his mouth. This is great. So it doesn't mean he has stopped. And gradually now he doesn't even put his hand in his mouth anymore. He's a big boy. So that's just it. I hope you learned something from this video. If you know anybody that needs this video, like I said earlier, please share this video. Subscribe to my channel if you've not yet subscribed. Let me know what you'd like to see on my channel, and I'll be sure to film it for you. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.